Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we'll be showing you how you can counter Mauga in Overwatch 2. Let's get into it. But Dimes, Mauga counters everyone. Go this, Mauga that. Mauga is one of the easiest counters in the game. He's not hard to counter. He's not hard to go against. People just make it out because he has a 350 round gun on his arm. On both of his arms, 150 rounds each, and that he can become invincible for about 5 seconds, which suddenly makes him unkillable. Nah. Let me show you how you can Overwatch. Now, in my personal opinion, the best tank counter for Mauga would be D.Va. Simply because you can absorb all his bullets, making his bullets go down to at least 100 rounds left. If the opposing Mauga is a retard, but in most of the cases they are, so they're gonna waste all their bullets on just shooting at you when you have your defense matrix up. You can also, when doing this, protecting your teammates from Mauga's bullets, therefore they can do damage to him. Next up, we have Junker Queen. Junker Queen has a lot that she can do, simply by her ultimate anti-ing him. She can also throw her dagger at him, launch him forward into your team, and then hit him with your big blade thing. Yes, I call it blade thing because I don't know the actual name for it. But as you can see here, Mauga is dying within seconds. And if you have, per se, a Zen on your team, you can orb him, and he's gone, he's finished. As long as he doesn't have a pocket mercy or a Kiriko that can cleanse him of this. But yeah, Junker Queen is probably one of the best tank counters to counter Mauga. On to support now. As we know, Ana with her sleep dart, and Ana with her anti-grenade thing, purple goo, what some people call it. If you sleep Mauga, obviously he'll be sleeping for about 3-4 seconds, unless your teammate or you yourself wakes him up. If you then anti him, you can stop him from being healed from that pocket mercy. But the only thing is, if they have a Kiriko, they can cleanse that. So make sure if they do have a Kiriko that you either take her out or make sure she uses that cleanse before you use your anti on Mauga. But just make sure that you give the call out that you have antied and slept Mauga so your teammates can come in and pick up the kill. Next off, we have Zenyatta. Forgot his name for a second. But as we know, Zenyatta's Discord orb is overpowered, to say the least. If you orb Mauga, you can deal twice as damage as you normally do. As you can see here, Zenyatta is doing barely any damage to him right now. But if you do Discord orb and start killing him, it does twice as damage and he will be dead within seconds with just you hitting him. But if you have your teammates with you, again, just making sure that he does not have a Pocket Mercy or a Lucio to bust up that health, he should be dead within about 10 seconds of the fight. Next off for support, we have Mercy, believe it or not. And Mercy is actually one of the best counters for Mauga in Overwatch right now. Surprisingly, I know, but with her, if you just take out her Glock, she can deal so much damage to Mauga, to the head majorly. If you are a Mercy main, I advise you hit your shots, to say the least. Again, it would be more helpful if you had a Zen Mercy when coming across Mauga. But as you can see, Mercy doesn't do as much damage as she would to Mauga than she is to D.Va right now. But yeah, Mercy is one of the best counters for support on Mauga. We're actually going to go back to the tank now, because I did miss out Sigma. If you don't want to play Junker Queen or D.Va, Sigma can also eat Mauga's bullets, and then he can also, well, if you didn't notice, Mauga can also gain shields, an extra shield if he eats bullets, per se Mauga's, of course. Like I said, if the opponent Mauga isn't, you know, very smart when it comes to these things, Mauga can preserve all that ammo and all those bullets that Mauga's firing at him. He can then use it as heals. He can gain up to at least 1,000, I think. Maximum's 1,000 shield. And he can just, yeah, destroy them. But lastly, we're on to DPS. The best possible counter for Mauga will obviously be Bastion, as he is for every other tank apart from Zarya, because you can just defeat Zarya. But yeah, turret farm. He will destroy Magua. If you have an anti-nade and a Discord orb, you're going to destroy Magua. Headshots are not, Magua will fall to you. As I said before, as long as Magua doesn't have that Lucio bump up or a Mercy pocket, yeah, you should have no problem killing Magua's Bastion. As you can see here, Bastion just does incredible amounts of damage to Magua. And if you get Magua on his own, if Magua pops his ult, he is in that cage by himself, right? Even with teammates, if you pop your ult and Magua's in that cage, you are killing Magua within two of your mortar strikes of your ult. That's insane. Especially if you got other members of Magua's team in there, you are going to get a good pick on their team just by one ult, just by two mortar strikes. That's crazy. Next off, we have Sombra. Sombra is considerably one of the most efficient heroes right now, considering her new update. But if you're Sombra, you can easily just sneak up behind them and hack Magua. He's hacked for a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 seconds. I'm not quite sure on that one, but Sombra does a huge amount of damage as well, especially to the head. So if you're a Sombra main and you see a Magua on the team, go behind him, hack him, throw your little thing on him. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, and start shooting him because he's hacked. He can't go anywhere. And I'd probably advise letting your teammates know that you've done this, so then they can come over and help you with that pick. That's such an easy pick if you're a Sombra man. You can, like I'm showing you here, Sombra is one of the most efficient heroes when playing against Mauga. But yeah, next up on the DPS list, we actually have Symmetra. Yeah, believe it or not, Symmetra is so useful. Obviously her turrets don't deal as much damage, but if you have her turrets and you have your Symmetra gun, and you charge that Symmetra gun, as you can see, you will fucking destroy him. Magua has a lot of health, but even when he has his charge mobility, and even when he is dealing that headshot damage that he gets in health, Symmetra will buttfuck him and put him to sleep, bro. Like, Magua has got an early grave here. And back to support now, as I did forget, Lifeweaver also has, for some reason, he's got an increased headshot damage. But also if you're Lifeweaver and Magua pops his ult, you can actually pull your teammates out of Magua's ult. Well, only one, of course, but that's still helping, because Magua's trapped in there by himself now. But yeah, Lifeweaver also does a great amount of damage to Magua if you're headshotting him. So if you're a Lifeweaver man like me, I would definitely be choosing this pick against Magua. But yeah, I'm going to include Mei because her headshot damage when you shoot nice blocks at him, it's outrageous to say the least. If you're a Mei main and you come across a Magua, you look at his damage you're doing to Magua. If you have an Ana Zen, Discord orb him, anti him, he's going to die within about 3 shots of your headshots. If you're accurate with your Mei's headshots, Magua is going to die. Even when charged, even when he's got his stupid ability where he can just shoot your head and gain heals from it. But yeah, Magua's a difficult hero to play against, but he isn't unstoppable, to say the least. Magua is very counterable. People just don't know how to counter him, but here you are. Here's the video you've all been waiting for, how to counter Magua. But he will be getting a nerf soon, I have heard. So yeah, just enjoy these counters while you can. And enjoy Magua being buffed. Go play him.